If a person has citizenship outside of the United States, but he finds himself with a felony conviction that results in him going into the Federal Bureau of Prisons, there's a possibility that a deportation hearing may take place. And it's important for those citizens or those people to understand, well, what's going to happen. That way they can be in a better position to advocate for themselves. So on our website, and I'm going to just share my screen with you right here, we have a resource that will give you the fact sheet from the United States Department of Justice. You'll be able to download this right from the website. It's going to be in our advocacy page, and you can get to the advocacy page right at the top of any of the on the menu bar of our website at prisonprofessors.com. And we want you to be able to have this information here on how it works. And this comes right out of the Department of Justice and the BOP's website. But here it says the Institutional Hearing Program, also known as an IHP, is coordinated between the Department of Justice's Executive Office for Immigration Review and the Bureau of Prisons in partnership with Immigration and Customs Enforcement. So there's these acronyms that we frequently see in big government. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, which is an agency of the Department of Homeland Security. As part of the IHP, the Institutional Hearing Program, ICE identifies federal inmates who may be removable from the United States and initiates their removal proceedings before an immigration judge. Bringing immigration judges to these inmates for determination of their removability allows their immigration case to be resolved prior to their release from federal prison. So what does that mean? That means that while you're in prison, if you're non-citizen, while you're in prison, there's a possibility that you can go through your immigration proceedings before you serve or finish serving your sentence. And this is really important because you may be able to create some type of an advocacy package that would show why you are a good candidate to avoid deportation if that's what you want. Or potentially, if you know you're going to be deported or you want to be deported, maybe you want to work towards qualifying for a treaty transfer so that you could serve your sentence in your home country. Well, what you don't really want to do is be in prison and get shipped out to some other facility to go through one of these detention hearings. So that's one of the reasons that I wanted to provide this information that you could use as you develop your own self-advocacy package. So that it gives us kind of the history. It says, following passage of the Immigration Reform and Control Act, the IRCA, in 1986, the EOIR established a national hearing program to implement Section 701 of this legislation, requiring the Attorney General to expeditiously commence deportation proceedings for alien inmates convicted of crimes in the United States. And then, of course, under subsequent administrations, they really spent more time focusing on deporting people who've been convicted of felony convictions. So the goal of what came to be known as the Institutional Hearing Program is to identify criminal aliens in federal prison in order to complete their deportation, exclusion, or removal proceedings while they are serving their sentences. So through the IHP, EOIR provides in-person and video teleconferencing immigration proceedings to determine whether these alien inmates are removable from the United States and, if removable, whether they are statutorily eligible for any form of protection or relief from removal. Upon their release from BOP custody, ICE is able to effectuate the removal of those aliens who have a final order of removal as decided either by an immigration judge or the Board of Immigration Appeals. IHP aims to avoid releasing removable aliens into prolonged ICE custody or into the community pending future adjudication of their immigration case. By holding immigration proceedings during an alien's federal prison sentence, IHP enhances the overall efficiency of the immigration system while contributing to the nation's security. And then what you have here are these series of prisons where they do have the IHP, the Institutional Hearing Program. And this is the list of prisons. There's Allenwood Low, Allenwood Medium, United States Penitentiary, Allenwood, La Tuna in Texas, Oakdale, Louisiana, Pollock, SeaTac, Victorville, Aliceville, Dublin, Waseca, Adams County in Mississippi, Big Spring in Texas, and then a few other private facilities that the Bureau of Prisons is contracted with. I know that some of this must be an older version. It says it's a 2018 document, but you could also find the links on the website that will take you right to the DOJ section and see what's current today. You may also, but this is 2017, so if it's on the DOJ's website, that's the best that we can do, is provide you what the DOJ is doing. I think this one's a little bit more current because it's giving you all of the places that are not prisons, or the cities and locations where these immigration proceedings take place. And sometimes they are in federal prisons, like this one here in Adelanto. They have a system right inside of the prison. Some of them are in other areas, where they may take you out of prison and go. So a person really wants to know where to get the right information so the person can create an effective advocacy program for himself. Or if you're a family member and you want to create an advocacy package for yourself, you need to know, okay, what's going to happen, and then how do I create tools, tactics, and resources that will help me advocate for myself, or if I have an attorney representing me, how I can create tools, tactics, and resources that I can provide to my attorney so I can have a better chance of telling the story of why I can get what it is that I want to get. Remember, anytime you're going into the criminal justice system, you become a justice-impacted person, and that means you need to develop the skill set so that you can help stakeholders or decision makers see the totality of the picture and not just the picture that your adversary is going to present. It's always been my belief that a justice-impacted person needs to develop these skills so that they can overcome some of the complications that make life so difficult for any justice-impacted person. And that's not only the individual going through it, but it's the family members as well. So visit us at prisonprofessors.com to get more information that will help you get on a pathway toward helping yourself. Thanks.